What is going on, guys? It is Trifecta J here with episode 20 of my Kings MyGM, and we're starting off simulating the playoffs up to our next elimination game against the Spurs. The Spurs win game 2, we win game 3, and then it is now a 3-2 series, and this is game 6. We have to win if we want to force game 7. This is a incredibly important game. I feel like this is definitely a second round team, but it's sort of a passing of the torch of sorts, as the Spurs have been so good for so long. But now without Tim Duncan, their roster is aged more, decreased more, and with some younger talent, but that has not quite matured yet. I feel like this is a game and a team that we can beat to make it to the next round. But this is a must-win game, of course, as if we do not win, we go home. But we are underway with Jrue Holiday getting the tip, as he's working from the wing, trying to get a screen from Stanley Johnson. He throws it down low to the post for DeMarcus Cousins, and he puts it up and in, as we have got to get DeMarcus Cousins going early. Hopefully see a little bit more from Stanley Johnson after a very poor performance in game 1 of this, as he has played okay in the games after. I was looking at the simulated stats. He played okay, but now 4-2, and what a shot from Ben McLemore, fading away from the hoop, gets it to go. DeMarcus Cousins with the ball to Jrue Holiday, who shoots baseline, gets it down and in, as this is a 3-point lead for the Sacramento Kings. Driving in is Boris Diaw. DeMarcus Cousins not able to get that shot blocked, as that is good. And Ben McLemore into the corner for Stanley Johnson, and he knocks his first 3 down. That's good to see after going 0 for 7 from 3 in the game 1 of this series. We need to see him step back up, but just as he makes a good play, he allows an and one on a stupid foul. DeMarcus Cousins down low in the post, making Verjao look silly, puts that shot up and in. Jrue Holiday trying to get inside. He goes up, pump fakes, and finally shoots after the defender leaves him. And Sleep Train Arena is going crazy right now. They're trying to give this team as much help as they can. But that is a great play from Tony Parker. Gets the man in the air and then finishes. Now Jrue Holiday with the ball. Gives it to DeMarcus Cousins outside. Back to Jrue Holiday. Great ball movement. And he knocks down the mid-range jumper from just past the free throw line. Stanley Johnson with the ball. He passes DeMarcus Cousins. He's getting inside. A little flip of the wrist right there and gets that shot. So it's now a 3-point lead for the Sacramento Kings. Into the corner for Stanley Johnson again. He's good. He is now 2 for 2 on threes after, like I said, going 0 for 7 in the first game. Ray McCallum into the game now. He passes it to Montrezl Harrell, and that is good. It was bouncing around, but it does end up going. Kyle Anderson with the ball down low, and that is a great pass to Kawhi Leonard, who gets that in. Nick Stauskas at the start of the second quarter with a 6-point lead from Robert Covington to Tyson Chandler, who slams it down with one hand, showing he can still play a little bit. Boris Diaw, however, as Tyson Chandler gets a little lost on defense, he puts that one up and in. Kings up 6, now going to their main man down low, DeMarcus Cousins. He just spins right by Anderson Verjao and puts the left-handed layup up. David Harris with the ball. Actually, that's Joe Harris. He has it. He gets that shot up and in. 6-point lead. Jrue Holiday with the ball. He's trying to get inside on Dennis Schroeder. He finishes on top of him. DeMarcus Cousins with the ball to DeMarre Carroll. He pulls up, hand in his face, knocks down the shot. Playing a little bit of a stretch floor, going the smaller lineup, trying to really extend stretch the floor, especially with the Spurs running Kyle Anderson at the 4 sometime in this game. Ben McLemore with the ball into the corner for Johnson. Again, it's good. He is 3 for 3, having a nice spark in that 3 spot. Not really known for his scoring ability throughout the year. More of a defensive guy, but playing very well. As Jrue Holiday playing very well. He has the ball. He's trying to get inside. He beats Tony Parker and lays it up and in, as he is starting to take this game over. Playing incredibly well. But we have Dennis Schroeder with the ball down low. Stanley Johnson. And Stanley Johnson always... I feel like every time he fouls, they finish through the contact for an and one layup somehow. But Jrue Holiday gets that shot to go. He's making the point guard look silly, as like I said, he's just taking this game over, trying to will his team to a win. But Boris Diaw, a great move. Holiday gets stripped on the fast break. It's Danny Green. Stauskas behind him, but Danny Green is able to get that shot to go. Drew Holiday with the ball from the top of the arc. He's trying to get inside. He slams it down. It is now an 8-point lead for the Sacramento Kings. And I did not mention it, but Ben McLemore has a bruised knee and is a little dinged up in this game. So we're giving Sindarius Thornwell a couple of minutes off of the bench as McLemore is not fully healthy. But Drew Holiday, he gets a couple of nice greens from Zach Randolph. Like I said, he is just playing out of his mind right now, with Boris Diaw playing very well too. Tyson Chandler not being able to cover the speed of Boris Diaw. But Drew Holiday once more inside, and what a finish through contact. Schroeder just cannot handle the taller and wider Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday once more. Oh, if that shot would have gone though, that would have been incredible, as Drew Holiday is the story of this first half. The Kings are up by 10 going into halftime. You can see, like I said, up by 10, out rebounding the Spurs by 13. A lot of those coming on offensive rebounds and shooting the ball very well. Spurs are actually shooting the ball well, but Drew Holiday, 22 points in the first half. A lot of that came from a nice stretch in the second quarter towards the end where he was just on fire. Starting off the third quarter, as Drew Holiday pulls up, and he is just, like I said, playing out of his mind right now, knocking every shot down he has. Ginobili for three. That shot is good, now down to a 9-point lead for the Sacramento Kings. McLemore going down low to Drew Holiday. He faces up on Parker, and one for Drew Holiday. 30 points now on the day. He is playing great. Ben McLemore to Boogie Cousins. Down low. Great ball movement. That was not the greatest defense from Diaw, but great job from Cousins to find Randolph under the basket and get that shot up and in. Now Kawhi Leonard taking Stanley Johnson down low with Drew Holiday with the ball now. He's in the post, and what a move, as he just made Boris Diaw, and the crowd is erupting. This is just an exciting game. We're playing very well. Offensive rebound though, and Stanley Johnson, are you serious? Third time today, 3rd and 1 he's allowed. Kawhi in the corner though. Harrell not able to close out quick enough. It is now a single-digit lead for the Sacramento Kings. Gotta win this game if we want to force game 7. A great move, just a stop and floater of sorts for DeMarcus Cousins. He gets that shot to go. Norris Cole on the break. He gets that one up and in. Now in 12-point lead for the Sacramento Kings. Down low to Kyle Anderson. Harrell not able to get a hand on that ball as Anderson puts that one up. 10-point lead for the Sacramento Kings. That is a nice shot by Schroeder as they're trying to cut this lead down nearing the end of the third quarter. Schroeder trying to go over the screen to stop Stauskas' shooting ability, but he takes it to the hole, something he's shown a nice ability to do in this playoff series. Driving the ball very well, something he is a very good driver, not the greatest finisher, but does a nice job of getting inside of the lane. DeMar Carroll, however, on the steal, pass to Stauskas, right-handed slam. 12-point lead for the Sacramento Kings. Trying to put some more points on the board. Once more a slam, this time Ray McCallum. 14-point lead for the Sacramento Kings. Now Dennis Schroeder playing some hero ball right there, isolating, and we are now into the fourth quarter. It's an 11-point lead for the Sacramento Kings. We have got to close this game out. That's not the way you want to start. Now a 9-point lead. Drew Holiday though, as the Spurs are starting to press, but he takes it all the way, beats the press, and slams it down. A great play from the former UCLA product. Inside, that is one of the best plays the Spurs have had today. A little bit of a pick and roll with Boris Diaw as he's getting inside the lane and beating everyone he needs to. Stauskas from way downtown, and somehow he gets that shot to go. What a play from Nick Stauskas into the corner for Drew Holiday. He's from the elbow, gets it in. 14-point lead for the Sacramento Kings, now down to 12 with 6.5 minutes left. Tony Parker pulls up from mid-range, gets that in. 10-point lead for the Sacramento Kings. Drew Holiday looking for him a screen. He's into the corner for Stauskas. 4-3, it is good. Nick Stauskas providing a very nice scoring punch off the bench, shooting the ball very well. Drew Holiday recovers the loose ball. He goes up, and that is in, as Drew Holiday now has around 37 points on the day. A great shot, really a little flick of the wrist right there for Anderson Varejao to get that shot up and in. 13-point lead. Ginobili for three. That's what they need to get this run started to go, and we need to keep them from doing anything. Tony Parker down low, a little bit of a flop from Drew Holiday. It is now down to 8 points. With 2.5 minutes left on the break once more, Stanley Johnson avoids the and one there, but Parker does get it to go. It is now a 6-point lead. The Spurs have cut this down. Down low, what a spinning layup from Montrezl Harrell back up to 8 as Drew Holiday isolation getting a pick and pop for DeMarcus Cousins, and that is a clutch shot, gets it back up to 10 points. With the Spurs down by 10, a minute left in this game. What a spin move from Tony Parker. He gets that shot up and in, 40 seconds left, and it is a steal for Kawhi Leonard. A bad pass from Drew Holiday, who's getting trapped, and Kawhi takes it coast to coast. It is a 6-point lead, 32 seconds left at the free throw line after being fouled. Drew Holiday gets the first one to go. It is now a 3-possession game. It is now an 8-point game. So this one appears to be over. The Spurs have got to get something going quick. Kawhi for 3, and it is good. It is now a 5-point lead. Got to make our free throws if we want to put this game away. First one is no good for Drew Holiday. This second one makes it a 6-point lead, and the Spurs will need 2 3-pointers, and that one rims in. 45 points on the day for Drew Holiday, and just an incredible day for him. Ginobili for 3 with the clock winding down. It is no good, and the Sacramento Kings have forced Game 7 in San Antonio. An incredible performance from the Sacramento Kings team. Just they came out and played like they did not want to go home. Drew Holiday was a man-possessed, 45 points, 18 for 28 shooting. Actually did not make a 3 on the day. A little surprising with that high of a total. Kawhi, Tony Parker, Boris Diaw, Ginobili, and Dennis Schroeder all put up double digits, but it was not enough as we shot 57% from the field. And like I said, we forced a Game 7. That is what we had to do in this game. That's pretty self-explanatory, but I will see you next time in Game 7 in San Antonio. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like down below. Leave your comments on the game down below. But I will see you next time, because I'm out.